selling your houses. Now, I put a little program together, but you know, I really want to go just freestyle on this. I want to hear from you what's happening, what you're feeling. Now, let me tell you where this was born. About a month ago, my father-in-law came to me and said that he had no action at all on either of his houses. He had 2 houses for sale, both of them residential. Both of them I would consider to be in really great condition. I mean, meticulous. One of them is meticulous, brand new, about maybe 2-3 years old. And since he had a rental property and the tenant moved out, he decided he would put that property on the market for sale. Now, because he didn't know if that one would sell right away, he also put the one he lived in on the market at the same time. So he was just figuring that whichever one sold first, he would move into the other one. Talk about flexibility, right? So he listed them, and he got a great real estate agent. I can't say more about this agent, but the agent just doesn't have a magic ticket. There's no golden ticket out there that says, you signed up with me, there's your buyer, I'll go ahead and, sign them up right now. They have to market the properties, and they have to have somebody that's interested in purchasing that property, and in today's day and age, someone that has good credit is able to get a loan. And even if they do have good credit, sometimes they can't get the loan on the property. So we have a lot of things in this market that are really raining down on us. So this agent's great, does a fantastic looking flyer. As a matter of fact, I think I'll steal a couple of the ideas that he had for the flyer. Just looks wonderful, professional. You should have seen the comparative market analysis when they came out of the house to tell them how much you would get for this house. Looked fantastic. I mean, lots and lots and lots of money was put into that program to generate such a professional looking flyer to get what? What's happening with that? When an agent comes to your house and you're interested in selling, what is happening at that point? We have a sale going on, don't we? We have a sale between the real estate agent and the seller in a contract that's going to be signed so that the agent can sell your house. The sale that went on is they sold themselves to you for the exclusive option to sell that property within a specific period of time. And who knows what that time will be, and we'll talk about that. Here's what we're going to learn here. We're going to learn about what are you selling. How many here want to sell real estate? Okay, it might be real estate you're selling. The actual buyer may need terms. The actual buyer of your real estate may need something else than a house. There's houses everywhere. There's homes everywhere. What they need is specific details of the transaction that you can offer. You might be selling them the ease of ownership because you're willing to finance it. You might be selling the property to someone that's buying it because they need tax credits, depreciation write-off. You might be selling the property to somebody that wants equity appreciation in the future. You might be selling it to a mortgage holder. All these different things come into play. So what are you really selling? You're selling particular details of the transaction. Let me give you an example. I wanted to buy a piece of commercial property at one time, and I wanted financing on that transaction. So I went around searching different lenders and asking them if they would fund all this money to a young kid who had no experience in building commercial property. Now, it was within that I went out to certain lenders and I asked them if they wanted to loan the money, and they said no, and I kept getting no. Now, through a discussion I had with it was actually a relative, I found out that they had a person that had a bunch of money that wanted to place that money in some investment. They wanted to buy real estate. And the reason that they wanted to buy real estate is because they had bought bank stock when it was real inexpensive. And the bank stock had gone up so much that they wanted to sell the bank stock, but they were afraid of the tax implications, the capital gains that they would pay upon the sale of that. So they wanted to own piece of real estate so that they could get the tax write-offs on the real estate to offset the gains they were about to take on the sale of the stock. So in listening to that, my job at that point was not a lender, but it was actually to sell the project I was trying to buy to this individual because it met their needs better than it met mine. And then I could partner with them. So the funding that they had, I didn't need a loan, I needed a partner. Sometimes when you're trying to sell your home, you don't need to sell it to somebody. What is it really that you need? You may need your mortgage payments made. It could be that you have moved out of the house or can't afford the house. And what we really want right now is we want someone to meet those obligations while time allows the marketing to take place. We all understand that if you listed a property in 1901, there's a good chance by now it would have sold at whatever price you listed it at in 1901, right? You can't buy properties at 1901 prices anymore, can you? Almost, but not yet, right? So if you listed at that time, time was your enemy. It's the amount of time that needed to go elapse for a buyer to come to that property and want to buy it for a specific price. So if I were to say today that we have a buyer that will make all payments on and provide you the income needed, that's a different subject than do you just want to sell your house. Selling your house and having a buyer pay you off is a luxury, I'm afraid, right now, we have to think about. It's something that we're going to, it's a luxury right now within financing that buyers can't even achieve. I know bankable transactions that are going hard money right now because people can't find money at the banks. It's still available. It's still there. But we have a credit clogging that's going on. So how do we sell the properties? Today, how do we find our buyers? How are we different from every other seller out there? That's some things that we'll be talking about tonight. Okay. We're going to talk about how to choose a selling partner, that agent that came to the house. That's a selling partner, is it not? Anybody want, any agents we have in here? Raise your hand if you're a real estate agent. Okay. All right, they're all in the back row. See, we had to push them far enough away that they couldn't hit me with any option. Okay. When an agent comes to your house and wants to list your property, you're giving that person the exclusive option to sell your property.